My name is Ryan Bold. I'm the missions pastor at Cross Point Church, a church just down the road. Over the last couple of years, we've gotten to develop a very special relationship with the women of Mending Hearts. We have watched the vision play out. We believe in this place, and we love what happens on a daily basis. I feel honored to be able to share their story today with you. So let's take a few minutes to hear a little bit more about Mending Hearts.
Mending Hearts is a residential treatment transitional halfway house facility for women who are homeless. The vision of Mending Hearts started from a personal history of my own, battling with addiction, incarceration, having multiple felony charges, and from one end of being incarcerated one time to multiple times, and in and out of the system. When I was released, I made a commitment to the people that I left behind, is that I didn't want to be one of those women who said I was going to write or come back or you could call, and I didn't keep my commitment. And in staying in touch, what I found was there were a lot of barriers in food assistance and clothing and bus passes and things of that nature that were not available for me. And I just wanted to make the road easier for other women just like me being released. It started off as a thought of how I could help somebody else and give back, because I was so grateful for what God had did. He had restored me and gave me a new life and charged me to keeping the commitment to the other women. And I just wanted to be there and have resources available when they come out. It was April of 2004, and somewhere along the lines, my heart had been pierced to take these resources to another level. These women have no shelter when they're released, and they're repeating the same cycle, and this vision became a mission. And so I prayed about it, and I can remember that very night waking up at 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning and with this name, and it was Mending Hearts, and I was like, I got it. After I finished writing, had all the rules and regulations, and it was time, where are we gonna put this place? Because he had given me life back with my own kids. I had a house, but we had outgrew the house. And I can remember my friend Charlotte saying, let's start it here. This is a great place to start the ministry for Mending Hearts. And I said, you're crazy. We need money, grants, funding. We can't do this without that. And she said, where's your faith? You're always talking about God. Where's he at now? She said, what about our cleaning service? We shared a cleaning service plus a full-time job. She said, what about all the money that we don't need to live on? What about we use that to get the women started? And I said, no, I don't think so. And she said, you know what? If you take care of God's people, he'll take care of you. And because of that, we started the funding of Mending Hearts from all the resources and revenues that came from CNT Cleaning. We started with 7 women in our first house. Within the first year, we had 21 women. We want to thank the women's prison who forced us to open more houses in the first year. And because of them, we had 4 houses in 4 different locations. These women come from places of abandonment, neglect, trauma. There are a lot of sexual trauma issues, and we're here to embrace them.
I suffered from sexual abuse when I was a kid. That went on from 8 to 13, and then continued till 16, just not as traumatic. By the time I was 18, I was drinking heavily. I just didn't want to feel anything at all. And I felt completely alone. I was just drinking in my room. I wouldn't do anything. I wasn't eating. I started self-harming while I was drinking, and I felt like no one could help me. I didn't have a God in my life at all. Had a suicide attempt. I ran my car into a concrete pillar. It was a huge turning point for me, walking away with a cut on my foot and bruised ribs. I knew someone was out there watching over me. And I think that's when I opened up my ears and started listening. Looking back on it now, it terrifies me to think that I was in that spot. Today, I am in an amazing spot. I'm grateful to be here at Mending Hearts and to have the community that they have here, and to actually believe in God and have someone who will be with me always. I couldn't control the abuse that happened to me, but I can control my future, and I can make the right choices every day to go in the right direction. I'm very glad that I chose life, and I have a painting in my room that says, today, I will choose life.
We have an open door policy where they can come, and we're not going to judge you for what you have done. We just want to embrace and enhance you to the possibilities of where you can go. Mending Hearts has a 70% success rate. we've been able to help women restore their lives. Being that they are restored, they're able to go to GED classes, they have financial literacy, they are becoming employable. Our case managers work one-on-one to find a job that fits them, because it's important that they are able to find the job that allows them to remain in that job, not just to say that they have a job. Our program has 4 tiers to it. There's a residential treatment, intensive outpatient, transitional housing, and we have a moms and kids program.
It was terrible. I just wanted to die. I didn't care.
And the first day that she got here, man, she didn't even hardly know her name.
My past life was it was chaotic. Got hooked on coke real bad. My son died in '98. That was hard on me and my ex-husband. My ex-husband was an alcoholic, very abusive, and got pregnant with twins. Was not supposed to have kids. That was in 2010 in Bristol and Brianna. Their dad went to prison. I chose to come to rehab.
I mean, it's amazing to see the transformation of their mother coming here broken.
I've got done with treatment. I've done transitions. I got my girls back already.
And here she is being a parent, loving, being grateful at being a parent. You know it's grace and mercy. You know what God has done. He's not only restored this community, He's continued to restore lives of women in need. And for that, we're so grateful.
It's wonderful. My life is wonderful. People at Mending Hearts, everybody is, they love you. They really mean it.
Mending Hearts stands in a position now where we have restored the community, we have programs, we have appropriate staff. There is such a huge need. As our women continue on this journey, we're in process of restoring 2 more units so that we can have more women. We're having a big need for moms and kids to enhance that program along, and we're just looking for more help. We need you, the community. Without you, there would be no Mending Hearts. This is just a vision that was instilled within someone else, but it takes a community. It takes a village to raise a child. Before coming to Mending Hearts, these women could not imagine accomplishing anything on their own, but today they can. It's because of people like you who invest into Mending Hearts. And with your help, we can continue this mission with Mending Hearts.